What is going on up in there, Mr. Guardian? How you guys doing today? My name is Pone. You should know that already because you should be subscribed. Hint, hint. So, let's talk a little bit about this. I wanted to create kind of like a wish list. 5 things that I would really like to see added / altered in Destiny. And I'm not talking like, oh, I'm tired of fusion rifles. Get them out of here. I'm not talking a lot like nerfing or fixing necessarily. I'm talking like positivity, things that I would like to see added in. And I heavily encourage you guys to go ahead and leave comments down below. What were things you'd like to see added into the game? And if, you know, there's enough presence and enough of the community actually being delivered these ideas, then maybe they could eventually become a reality with pressure from us towards Bungie. So let's get in it. It's a homework assignment, ladies and gentlemen. So let's just jump straight in. Now, number 1, I would like to see upgrades. Now, I'm talking like material upgrades, and they've started doing something similar to this with like the Radiant Material Exchange, how you can go to Eris and switch out energies for shards, so on and so forth. I'd like to see similar things happen, but actual upgrades. I'd like to see, you know, you can exchange like 1 coin for 3 motes or vice versa. You know, those can alternate around, maybe put a little bit of glimmer to sweeten the pot. There's not really a currency system in play in this game, and that is very, very unusual for me. That's also more the reason why I don't think they'll ever be trading or anything. But for the most part, maybe like upgrading. So like, you know, 500 glimmer and 10 ascendant shards will equal 1 radiant shard. You know, upgrades, stuff like that. And I think that would be a great feature because everything has to have some kind of value, you know what I mean? So I would like to see that added to the game. Next up, we're talking about loot. Now, a lot of people would like to see a trading system. I, for one, don't care for it. If it was in the game, so be it. I think they won't ever add it to the game because I think the moment they do and people can start getting whatever they want, the grind is going to be gone. And without the grind in this game, people are going to get tired of this game quicker, which means less sales and people are not going to necessarily come back to it. So I highly doubt they will ever add trading. Now, what they could do, and what I think is a smart idea in other games, I think even Diablo, if I remember, Diablo 3 did this. But there is kind of a system that could be in play that, like, if you get a drop with a party with like 5 of your buddies in Crota Raid, and I got like a jelly horn and my buddy needed it, I should be able to maybe trade that to him. I'd have like a 30-minute window to trade to anybody that was in my party in that period. And that's good. That wouldn't make it so that anyone in the world can just get a jelly horn without any effort. You had to have at least been a participant. Seeing as how it's all randomized anyways, I wouldn't lose any sleep over giving my buddy that jelly horn, seeing as how I already had one, and this was just going to be a shard anyways. So something like that in play would actually make things a little bit more interesting. I think that would still be good and still be beneficial for your clan and your teammates and people you care about. So that would be kind of a cool thing. I mean, it's not necessarily real raw trading. There's no like actual, you know, currency system in play, so this is a good alternative. Next up, I'd like to see a ranked playlist. And I'm talking like, you remember how Halo used to do it, where, you know, you could level up in doubles, you can level up in skirmish. You know, I'd like to see that kind of thing happen here and scale over into this game like that. Now, I don't know how competitive it get. I don't know if we're talking clan wars entirely or what kind of system's going to be in play, but I would love to see how that would work. Maybe that could also add that eventual kind of everybody, all the best players in the game should get good loot. Maybe only the winning team gets all the loot and the losing team gets no loot or something. Everybody's always talking about the randomness. Maybe that could add that extra spice and flair for people that want to earn it. You're going to have to actually earn it with real consequences and rewards on the line for that. So that's how I feel about that one. So that would be a cool thing. I'd like to see ranked in play. I'd like to see that definitely in there. Next up, I'd like to see better properties on items. And many of you guys that play plenty of hours understand this. Like when I see Xur selling something, I'm like, cool, he's selling something. Like I already own it, don't care. But if things had different properties on them, you know, I guess more variety in roles or different types of roles out there, enough of them, there would be lots of options and opportunities out there, and that would be absolutely incredible in my honest opinion because, you know, I have a Shuros regime right now in my hand. Now, if, you know, I get another one from Crota, which I've had 3 this week, by the way. If I get another one from Crota, I should be able to look at it and be like, well, this one actually has, you know, double down. Maybe I want that over surplus or something like that. And especially seeing how a lot of exotics have one really unique perk exclusive to them, and then they have a different one. Like Thorn has Final Round, and then it has the Mark of the Devourer. You know what I mean? What if it isn't always final round? What if it's final round and then maybe a different one? You know, if one was dropped, it would be something else. Of course, Xur would sell the same one to everyone, but I think there should be that kind of option out there. Like if I get a piece of armor, all I got to hope for is an extra, 5 discipline? Oh, this one's got 5 more discipline. Am I going to worry about leveling that up for that extra 5 discipline? Probably not. I'd like to see there be more unique roles and opportunities out there to make even duplicates stand out more, or maybe be a good role, maybe be a bad role, and that would be exciting to me. Now, another one that I would like to see is I would like to see kind of an open world PvPvE kind of situation. I'd like to see one land, one planet you can go to where it is strictly PvP versus E. There'd be maybe some higher level rewards on the line. Maybe if you lose, you can take your Glimmer in there. If you lose, maybe you get your Glimmer halved on kill. Revivable. You guys can fight over bosses that spawn like every 2 hours or something. I think it would add that element. Very, very similar to other RPGs and stuff like that. But I think it would add those elements where it's not necessarily a raid, but also it would add that beauty of being able to just go out there and do other things besides just continuous rocks, You pretty much only want to do the raid once a week because you're only going to get certain drops throughout that period. And, after I get the first drops, I don't care about doing it anymore. But at least if there was a free roam world where you could not only have to worry about fighting the bosses, but you're going to hope that other people don't steal that boss kill or something along the lines of that, I would love to see that implemented into this game. I would absolutely love to see some situation where you have to also worry about players while worrying about bosses or different stuff like that. Maybe the public events that happen in that world are higher chance drops. Maybe even exotics can occasionally drop or something like that, and you got to worry about who participates. Or maybe it's just one super boss, and literally you're going to need a pack of like 20 people to fight him down, and you all work together instead of killing each other. So, I don't know. I like that idea. Maybe spin that off. Maybe come up with your own little tweaks and twerks to that right there, guys. But those are my 5 things I would like to see added or changed in this game. And I'm curious to see what the community thinks of those and your own. So drop those down in a comment down below. God damn it. He threaded that through 2 people and hit me. Anyways, guys, salt aside. Hopefully you guys have a great day. Be sure to hit that like button. Fist to havoc that thing. And I will catch you with another video tomorrow, guys. Take care, guys.